Have you heard the story of the woman who tried to impress her husband over and over and over again? It's quick, I'll tell it to you. Once upon a time, there was a woman, and she's beautiful, but she did not truly know how beautiful she was. And every day, she would dress up. She would get in these nice outfits, these nice dresses, and she would go downstairs and parade in front of her husband. And she would say, "Hey babe, how do I look today?" And he didn't even notice her. He was like, "Oh, you're great," but he would just go on doing his own thing, and it drove her mad. But she kept doing it anyways. She kept going out into the mirror for the validation, and she never got what she longed for, was the attention from her husband, was the affection and the intimacy from her husband. Instead, he would just look the other way. And it got to a point where it hurt her so bad. She felt rejected. And so one night, she asked the stars, "What's going on here? I just want to be seen. I want to be loved. I want my husband to love me back." And you know what the stars said to her? It was an instant download. The stars said, "Sister, you must love yourself if you want to see the mirror love you back." And so from then on out, she stopped parading in front of her husband. She would dress up and she would look in the mirror and she would tell herself how much she loved herself, and that she was the validation, and that she was the security, and that she was so worthy. And it wasn't long after that, she began to love herself. And what happened was, since she was loving herself, it radiated from the inside out of her, all the way into her reflection. And one day, she was just doing her own thing, and her husband came from behind her and grabbed her and started smooching on her. He couldn't keep his hands off of her. The point of this story is, when you go out here in the mirror for the validation, or for anything else, you're not going to get what you long for, because you're trying to change what's already dead. Everything out here is dead, past, manifested thoughts. She realized, in order for her to change the mirror, she had to be the change first. And then it began to reflect in the without.